Hi everybody.
School traffic, man. School traffic.
Very annoying. So
we got good jams. We got good jams. Eh?
Very good jams.
Adam and I, when we listen to music, we listen to it loud.
Very loud.
So, by the way, today we I'm introducing those boys to Doodle. We're gonna see if it works. Tell everybody what we did.
So we did a few lines on Tuesday morning, just before we left. Now is the question why Dad wants to introduce these boys to Doodle, which is basically me.
But the cartoon version of you. Well, it's to see whether teaching with Doodle is more effective than me just talking.
Yeah.
So here's where the action is going to be. I'm going to test it out with Doodle on the kids. We'll see.
Hello everyone. Mr. Colton tells me that you've been learning about layers. Well, this is my first layer, drawn by your teacher. Isn't that right, Mr. Colton?
That's right, Doodle. Dead on.
Mr. Colton, are these kids even ready for this?
Yeah, I think so. They're just not used to someone talking to the screen.
Oh, okay. Well, once they understand the layers, I think they'll see what to do.
I think so.
This is my outline, which forms the first layer of me. Now the first layer is...
Well, I think it's safe to say that that was successful. One of the things that I picked up was I showed them another clip, and sound and background music, orchestral music, really powerful in terms of prompting feelings. So like in animation, you have anticipation with drawings and movement. It's almost as if the sound in your soundtrack prompting them into what's going to be said is also really important. So that's something that I think we'll have to work on in the show. So this term I've been doing quite a lot of teaching, and actually the demand has been pretty hectic. So one of the ways that I've got around it is by teaching groups, and you kind of think, well, how do you give individual attention to children who need like one-on-one? I actually employ the use of these screens. There's a great facility here at the school that I teach at, and then social distancing the kids, and they're all sitting in front of these screens, and that means that I can put the practice loop on. So I've actually recorded myself playing nice and slowly and then doing loops, and all of the kids can play along with the loops, and they sit and they follow the prompts on the screen, and that basically means I'm hands-free, so that I can go and help like one-on-one go through, and we just do that a couple of times with different chords. So I'll show you what that looks like. Ask yourself the question, well, like, why the big fuss over multimedia? Surely it's just about the music. I think any musician who's been around for a while will tell you it's never just about the music. In fact, most of the time the music is the last thing that people notice and are cognizant of and think about. Most of the time you've got to break through people's clutter and get their attention from visual and story, and I think those are the things that I'm interested in at the moment, and telling the story. So I have been a teacher for a long time, alongside being a musician, and one of the things that I notice is that if you can communicate effectively to young children, you can communicate to the adults. I did an interesting little experiment for myself, really. It was taking children through different exercises of Peter and the Wolf, and without using any pictures and without using any YouTube footage or film footage or anything like that. Ask the children to try and listen and follow the story and understand what was going on. It was interesting that they couldn't really do it until they were actively involved. And so these are the kind of things that are informing my thinking at the moment. The idea with Doodle I'll talk about in a future episode, but it's really to do with this concept of characters telling a story. And I wanted to just see how children engage with multimedia, what kind of techniques work, what kind of things are the best in terms of optimizing what you're trying to communicate. So for the most part, I think I'm on the right track. There will obviously be some tweaks and things to do along the way. But yeah, for now, let's just see where it goes. It's going to be fun.